Hi, Miss Jennifer Doran. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great. I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And hello, Eric. You're going to have to help us with this because
Yeah.
a lot of people have asked about the divine team that works with me in the She Shed. And I will read the first sentence I always do. It is with great love and respect and gratitude that I call upon the following to participate in this energy overhaul, this blank energy work for whoever, all of whom I will from here on refer to as the divine team, source, and the founders and the adepts. I have no idea who those are, and the universe and the Elohim and all of God's archangels, including Erik, and all of the benevolent celestial constellations in the universe, and Apollo and all of the heavenly bodies in the solar system, and all of the benevolent interdimensional beings in the universe, and all of the benevolent celestial beings in the universe, like Gaia, and Yeshua, Ezekiel, Christ, and Mother Mary, and the Rainbow Ray Guardians of Light, and Archangel Michael's entire dominion, and the Ascended Masters, and Saint Francis, a bunch of guardian angels after that, and my higher self, and the guardian angels and healing team of blank, and anything else aligned with his or her and my highest and greatest good. So, first of all, let's start out with what are the founders?
Okay, so the founders of what specifically? Sorry.
I don't know. They're just called the founders and the adepts. Maybe Erik can help out. If not, we
yeah.
The next one.
So this is what he says to me is that this is first and foremost angel.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's calling. Okay.
Prescription is ready. No, that's what I ever get when I get Walgreens. Is your prescription is ready.
I know. That's what I get. That's what it is.
So the founders, this is angel energy first and foremost. This is some of the very first beings.
Oh, that sounds right. Okay. Yeah. What do they look like, Erik?
So the angels look very human-esque.
Okay.
A lot of the time. And so this is what he's showing me. Very large though, sometimes very, very large, much larger than human would be. But resembles more of like the human, the human-esque wings, sometimes visible, not always visible. But he is saying like with them, there is like energy around them that is very, very powerful. Color, light, there's there is this kind of energy around them.
Okay. Oh, cool. I can just get a mental image of them. Where do they come from, the founders?
Immediately off of source.
I knew it. All right. Can you become human if you wanted to? The founders, the members of the founders?
For brief periods of time, not like how we humans come and live lifetimes. It's the need for why we do it, they don't have. They don't have the need to do it for the reasons that we do. Jumping in and being human briefly, quickly, yes, there is the ability to do this.
Okay. What is their purpose? What is their job description?
So what he's saying to me is that because they're basically one step off of
source,
whatever you want to refer to source, basically their job is to bring everything into existence, to all of the lessons, everything. Wow. So the founders really is a good name for them because they are part of how everything is in existence. Everything.
Wow.
Directly connected to the Akashic records, so everything that ever was, is, and will be. Yep.
All right, so that's so cool. How many are there? And are they always the same, or some like, all right, I'm not going to be a founder right now. I'll come back in later, you know?
So I always think it's weird when I get a question of like how many, and I get a very clear answer, and you asked how many, and I heard 30.
Oh, wow.
So
Well,
I have no,
is
I
that
have
number
no
the
idea.
same? Is that number the same always? Or
It felt pretty consistent. Like immediately there was like 30. I always think it's funny when I get a really specific answer like that.
because numbers and dates are not easy.
Yeah. So, but with sometimes numbers are finite when we're talking about a particular set of beings. And so I will say this: there's at least 30. Okay, I don't.
All right. Well, that's good.
It feels like the initial boom. Here they are, right off of source. But that there have been some that kind of come and go or change.
Okay.
So there is something fluid to it. Yes.
Oh, okay. Now let's go on to the adepts. What are the adepts, Erik?
So what he's showing me, and again, there is angel energy here.
Yeah, I figured.
But that it's I don't know how else to put this, but sort of like middle management type of. So
okay.
Or like mediums, mediums are like the go-betweens. They have a lot more go-between energy of being able to go between spirit, whether spirit is incarnated or on the other side, and this sort of thing back up to the angels, the archangels, the founders. It's like a go-between kind of energy.
Cool. Do they work with the founders or the ascended masters? Or
all of it. It feels like they work with everybody. The ascending masters, the founders, the archangels, and then the souls that are just living lives, and
they're runners. They're runners basically.
Yes.
So what do they look like, Erik? Usually.
And
they're
smaller. They feel smaller than like the founders.
Yeah.
And this feels like more fluid as far as appearance, more personal preference.
Oh, wow.
With appearance here. So some extraterrestrial look, some human look. And their energy, like I was saying with the energy just feels a little bit different. And Erik has said this to me before with other things in readings, like energy or color, aura colors have some meaning, like when we're dealing with beings. Okay, there's different colors, different energetic fields means different things. So like on the other side, that is more significant than what we look like, because maybe from one time to the next we don't physically look the same. So you couldn't, if you were just going based on physical appearance when you were dealing with souls on the other side, you wouldn't be able to tell. So it's more of a reading the energy is how we I guess more do it. Yeah.
Interesting. So where are they from? Are they split off from source 2 directly, or?
So in that regard, everything comes from source.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So it's, but it doesn't feel quite as intensely off of source as the founders did.
Okay.
So
they're like tendrils from source.
Yes, exactly.
Can they incarnate?
Yes, but Erik is saying they don't. Earth, is kind of like the heavier place to come. Maybe more incarnations are elsewhere other than Earth.
And why would they incarnate elsewhere? Why would they incarnate at all? What do they do? Do they intervene in things, or?
So it feels like they would incarnate in other planets when there's like big shifts on those planets happening, to kind of force that to happen a little bit faster. Because although Earth is the hardest, there are the other planets that there are challenges and struggles and stuff happens, but the knowledge of having help from spirit and having help from other planets or whatever is more abundant than ours is, so to speak.
Okay, that's cool. This is really interesting. So, were the adepts something before they were the adepts ever? I mean,
No.
Okay. How many are there more or less? You could give the number of digits in the number.
So this feels more like hundreds. Okay.
Hundreds.
Yes.
And is that fluid where sometimes they act as adepts and sometimes they're okay? That's right. I think you said that. All right. What about the Rainbow Ray Guardians of Light? Where are they from and what do they look like?
Okay. So this is also angelic energy, and they come directly off of source.
Like the fountain.
Yes, because I guess, when this all starts to happen, color is immediately there as well. But then it's so hard because everything that always was, has, and will, is and will be. It's like there's no start, there's no end. But yes, they come directly off of source, and they truly are dealing with color like that.
Ooh, are they? What do they look like? Like rays of rainbow colors?
No, they would have an angelic form as well. Wings, I do see wings. I do see wings here.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any, like, sometimes no wings, sometimes wings. I see wings.
Okay.
With this.
Okay. Were they anything before they became guardians?
No, they came right off of source.
Okay.
Into creation.
Okay. Why are they called Rainbow Ray Guardians?
So basically, what they this is funny. So they're in charge of their color. Whatever color they are associated with, they are in charge of all the energy that comes from that color.
Oh, wow.
So anybody who does any stuff with color, or what certain colors mean, what certain energies come from certain colors. So if you're somebody, like, a big one is lighting particularly colored candles for certain things.
Yeah.
To bring money in. So, green is, prosperity and health. So if you're somebody who works with colors, you could call directly on that guardian to help you with what you're looking for in that color.
Are they more are they more about healing or something else? Like, what do they do to help me when I'm doing my scalar work?
Okay, so yeah, that's a good way to put it. So yeah, healing, but even with your Atlantis scalar, it's not just about healing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not just healing. There's a lot of healing in it, but anything that you're trying to do within the scalar energy, whatever, it can be associated to a color, and then therefore to that guardian to help with it.
Oh, okay.
So some of the stuff that you do, what's like one of the other things that you do that's not necessarily healing? I know, it's so hard to hard to think of stuff on the spur of the moment.
A lot of it, you're right, it's not about healing. It's about, abundance, for example. Closing bad portals, opening up good ones. Yeah. Increasing energetic vibration. That's kind of
So, and it could be connected to healing ultimately, if you close portals or open portals, but you know what I'm saying. It can be connected to a color and then therefore linked to that particular guardian.
Okay. How many are there?
So in this particular area, Erik is saying that it's like, it's more of like the like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white. It's like those colors, because every other color kind of is a range of it. So what are we talking about? 8 to 10? I don't, whatever base colors, and then they control the range. Like, it's, as the colors shift, it shifts to a different being, but we could call mauve would fall into pink, you know?
Oh, yeah,
So
right.
teal would fall into blue. So,
Okay. Cool. So where do those rays come from?
where do the rays come from? They come from source, is what
Okay.
Erik says. They initially come from source, but the angels now have, you know, control over them, so to speak.
Okay. So rainbow ray guardians of light. So they are the guardians of light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you tell me
Yes.
more about that? Oh, Bella's
So as far as,
working any minute.
what was
'cause
that?
The aquarium people are coming in to work on my
Oh,
son's aquarium. Bella's gonna bark, but the other dogs are inside. So, all
so
right.
it's not, the word guardian implies protection,
Yeah.
but the colors are not necessarily under any kind of threat.
Okay.
So Erik says it's a little bit of a misleading name because
Yeah.
they're not necessarily protecting the colors. They're utilizing the colors to help us, to help.
To guard up, to be guardians for us.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But the colors are under no threat.
Okay. I figured. Bella, be
If
quiet.
you're in charge of something, you know, if
Yeah.
you're in charge of something, you could call yourself a guardian
Yeah.
of it, you know?
Do they work with the collective or mostly just individuals or groups of individuals?
No, they work with the collective.
Okay. How many are there? I don't know if I asked that question or not.
Oh, yeah. So like 8 to 10, I can't quite pinpoint, but it's like the colors. But again, it's not like the range. It's like reds encompass a lot of different,
Yeah.
you know, color across the color spectrum, and there would be one for that.
Okay. Okay, for each. Okay, that sounds,
Yeah.
that makes sense. All right. I've had also Archangel Michael's entire dominion. Who are they?
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I didn't really hear a question there.
Yeah. What is the, you know, one addition part of the divine team is Archangel Michael's entire dominion. So what is that?
I like what he rules over. Is that what we're?
I think it's a group of beings, I think.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm confused by that. I'm confused by the way that question is worded. So
Yeah.
I'll just answer it the best I can with what Erik is
Okay.
kind of giving me. So yeah. So not just Archangel Michael, but all the other archangels have a team that they work with, and that's what I'm getting. You know, that we kind of stem off from, or that we're connected to.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I mean, Archangel Michael is about protection.
Yeah.
So that would be, and that Erik is showing me blue, that kind of would associate with the color blue.
Okay.
Although black is also protection.
Okay.
So yeah, there's like a whole group that would work within that color with Archangel Michael, and other angels that aren't necessarily archangels, but also souls like us, human souls, extraterrestrial souls that incarnate. Like we all connect to at least one of those groups, if not multiple, is what he's saying.
Well, it's like Archangel Michael's a quarterback, and his entire dominion is the rest of the team, and that team can change the beings, or it's not. Is it a stable group?
No, it can change. It can alternate. He's saying, like, if you think about it here, like military or police officers, they might be, you know, kind of in at least in this phase of their eternal life in with Archangel Michael, with the protection, with the theme of protection. Whereas you might look at like people like nuns and all I have is my Catholic reference, but people like this would fall into the category of the white.
Ella, be quiet.
For, you know, spirituality and holiness, this sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Anything else you want to share about the entire dominion of Archangel Michael?
Really, no. It's just the main purpose is protection.
Protection, right? And shielding and all that stuff. All right. because yeah, they're in my script for shielding, people and their homes and everything. Okay, the Ascended Masters. I think isn't like Jesus one of the Ascended Masters, for example?
Yeah. So there's a lot of Ascended Masters.
So like
Kuan
Gandhi.
Yin, yes. Yes. I'm trying to think of some others, and it's just not there.
Allah.
Jesus, yes, all of this.
So are they humans that have ascended to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly. Souls that have come in and lived human lives have. So even the ascended masters aren't done. Erik is saying no real soul's ever just done learning or done growing.
Yeah.
But we do reach a point where, and I know a lot of times people refer to it as like different levels.
Different
levels. I don't really understand that necessarily, and it doesn't really always resonate with me. But this is like one of those things where we could say that they're just at a higher level. So they could still incarnate, but again, like the angels, there isn't really the need to come in and incarnate and experience anymore. But certainly helping others who is a big part of what they do. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, that's interesting. So how many Ascended Masters do you think there are, Erik?
Hundreds and hundreds.
Wow.
Really, we're probably into the thousands.
Okay. Now, Apollo and all the heavenly bodies in his solar system, how do they help in my scalar work?
So what Erik is showing me is this is a very helpful energy with past life stuff, karmic lessons, that sort of the sort of stuff that comes with us life after life after life. So like if you're working with somebody with addiction, this is an area, because addiction, as far as what I've been told many times by Erik, comes through multiple lifetimes.
Oh yeah.
So that's where this one feels more galactic.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. And what about the benevolent celestial constellations in the universe? How do they help?
This energy, what Erik is saying about this is this particular energy is all about love, all about raising vibrations.
That is so cool. And we have the Elohim. I've already had a session about that, but the Elohim helps me with releasing trapped emotions in a person, reattaching lost soul fragments.
It's so funny because I didn't know anything about this, but what Erik was showing me is they were kind of going around, and then when you said attaching lost soul fragments, they were running around and like gathering things.
I keep them busy, man. It's true. So they do like 5 or 6 things for me that are just blocking.
They're like the like gophers. They're just like whatever it is that they have a lot of energy. They're very fast moving too. I don't know. It's very interesting.
I love them. They're so great. Also we have the benevolent interdimensional beings in the universe.
So this feels more like a bigger umbrella. Like they kind of help in any area that you need help in. So they're capable of doing a lot of stuff. Okay. Very, very high vibration. But they're not just specific to a certain thing. They kind of, I guess, maybe boost the whole thing. They boost the energy of the whole thing.
Oh, cool. Benevolent celestial beings in the universe. Of course, we have in our solar system that would include Gaia, but the other planets and celestial beings, what do they do?
What I'm seeing is, oh God, I'm seeing like the like the web of how everything connects. And works. And
like
so Erik
sacred
is
geometry.
yeah, like flashing light down through the whole. I don't know what that is, but
Yeah.
it's very interesting. Infusion, but across the galaxies, I guess. I
Oh,
don't
cool.
and utilizing, he's saying, see, the thing is with the scalar energy, what he's saying is that it's like really just on Earth, we've just touched the surface of what it actually can do.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
these beings were helping to get the information out there more.
Like the scalar energy information that travels. Oh, okay. That like from my intent scripts.
Yes.
Oh, so that's
Yes.
a
And
connection
yeah,
from
being
scalar
able to
machine
harness
to the person.
energy. So what they're saying is that like harnessing energy that doesn't necessarily like exist or isn't recognized on this planet yet,
Uh-huh.
and kind of amping it up here. So you're a trailblazer in this regard. So you're kind of at the beginning end of scalar becoming popular here. 50 years from now, 100 years from now, there's basically going to be scalar technology that right now we can't even fathom, like what
Oh,
the scalar energy can do.
good.
Okay. And so these beings are kind of help bringing that to light.
Oh, awesome. Now, the tall white Adrian, I guess he's considered one of the celestial beings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The universe is also in my divine team. What does the universe do? I guess that's a being of sorts, has consciousness, etc.
Yeah. Are we talking about Earth or beyond Earth? Or because Gaia
Beyond
is the Earth.
our,
Yeah.
I guess our universe that we are.
This feels like grounding energy.
Oh,
I get grounding, stabilizing energy.
okay.
Also from Earth, got Gaia.
Yeah, I was
Like the
going to ask.
stabilizing, grounding.
Helps ground.
Yes. Yeah, because so if basically what Erik is saying about this is if we didn't have that grounding energy from Earth in the universe, we'd be like because we haven't evolved yet, because we're not actually in the fifth dimension yet.
Yeah.
We need that grounding energy that from Gaia and the universe. So that creates the balance.
Oh, I see. Now the Elohim I also used to cut ancestral DNA and to clear out old karma that no longer serves. Is that correct?
Perfect.
And also I use Archangel Michael. I'm asking the right person to bring each person's masculine and feminine energy into perfect balance. Does he do that? Or does he also employ like Gaia or?
Yeah, there's definitely others that help with that. So, and here's what Erik was saying when you were asking that. It doesn't matter. Like if you were asking somebody specific for help with something and they don't necessarily work in that arena, they will get the help for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the intention. So when you were asking about that with Archangel Michael, I did feel like there is somebody else that he calls on to help balance the masculine and feminine energy. Okay.
Could be the person's higher self or healing team too.
Yeah.
They're part of the divine team. This is really
but yeah, keep asking for help with that. There's no problem with that.
Okay. So is there anything else you want to say about my divine team? Am I missing things that I need to add or Erik?
No, you don't need to add anything. Erik smiled and said, you're definitely keeping them busy, which of course, they don't really have time like we do, but you're definitely really just doing really well with it. You're perfect about thanking them with your gratitude. You don't need any. Ooh.
When I read the script, I kiss some of them when I say their names. It's really weird.
No, it's perfect. There's nothing that you need to add or change.
I'm just so honored and awe-inspired and grateful that little old me is allowed to work with them or under them. So anything else you want to say about these components of the divine team, Erik, before we close?
No, just keep it up.
All right. Well, we're gonna work hard tonight and tomorrow. Well, today and tomorrow. Too busy.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you. And I want to ask you something after I stop recording though.
Yep.
I love you. And you guys be sure to share and hit the notification bell and subscribe. All right.